Live from PATV Studios, it's the Lyle Style Show. And now, the man with the most style, it's your host, Lyle Style.
Oh, hey. I have a wonderful show here at the Lyle Style Show. I have a wonderful guest. I want to introduce my guest. By telephone, we're going to be talking to Carrie Brown. She's the executive assistant to Sherry Gordy, Berry Gordy's daughter, in Las Vegas. They do a show here. They do a show in Las Vegas called Sherry Gordy Presents out of one of the hotels. And also, I'll be talking to Robert Gordy Jr. He's the casting director and he's the coordinator with the show. So I'm a matter of fact, I'm gonna give them a call today. You know that they're waiting to hear from me. So I'm gonna call them up, and we're gonna talk to them a little bit about the music business.
Good
Good
afternoon.
afternoon. Hey, how you doing, Carrie?
Hi, Lyle. We're doing fine.
Well, welcome to the Lyle Style Show. We're on the air. We're live. We're on the air, and I want to thank you and Robert. Is Robert there with you?
I'm right here, Lyle. How you doing?
All right. How you doing, young man? Oh my God, it's
Wonderful.
it's good to hear from both of y'all. I mean, I'm so excited that you doing my show today. I mean, it's an honor to have both of you on the show. I've been talking to Carrie for a while. Hey, Carrie.
Yes, Lyle.
Yes, I want to. Hey, you know what? I want to ask you, a quick question, a little bit about how did you get started in the music business? My viewers want to know.
Well, that really actually started many years ago. Having the love for music, doing some playing instruments, and singing with a few bands myself. And then later on in Philadelphia, I met a wonderful lady by the name of Rachel Williams who worked with many of the artists. And, just working with talent, going behind the scenes, and then working on her television show with her, which the TV show was called the Unison TV Kids. And the adult show was the Unison Adult Show, where we had many artists come in, like Eddie Holman, Red Fox. I mean, it was just so many talented entertainers. So, and having the privilege, and I was kind of young then, working with the Intruders, and just having a blast learning the business.
Wow. Okay. Now that's good. Now how'd you get hooked up with Sherry? I know y'all good friends and everything.
Well, she just happened to come to a place called LBH one night. I met her there while I was doing some sign-ups with some talent. And later on, I ran into Miss Gordy again and just talking. And she just pretty much let me know she had her eye on me. She said she'd been watching me. So, but then later on, having her own endeavor to get into the entertainment business and start her own a company, which is now Sherry Gordy Presents. And so I pretty much started with Miss Gordy from the very beginning.
Oh wow, wonderful. And you know what? Now I gotta definitely address Robert Gordy. I mean, I can't believe I'm a fan, man, of Motown and of your dad and whatnot that started Motown Records and stuff, man. I mean, how long you been in the business, young man?
Well, beginning Sherry Gordy's cousin, first cousin, Robert Gordy Jr. And my father, Robert Gordy Sr., is Sherry's father's brother.
Okay. Oh, okay. Now, yeah.
So there was the original 8 Gordy brothers and sisters. My, grandparents, Pop and Bertha Gordy, and Sherry's dad, Barry, was the 7th of 8, and then my father was the 8th child. And so they all came up in a real great, entrepreneurial environment in Detroit. In the 40s and 50s, they were all business people. And Barry and my father, being the youngest, their brothers and sisters was already up and running. So Barry, he was doing a lot of things, boxing, and he had a record store that specialized in jazz.
Okay.
People were coming in like the mid '50s. They were like, we not wanting to hear jazz. We want to hear the bebop and the hip hop, and not the bebop and the doo wop.
Yeah.
But he loved jazz. Thelonious Monk, Miles Davis, Charlie Bird Parker. So he started writing doo-wop songs, and him and his sister Gwen, and then they began to write for Jackie Wilson, and that launched the whole creative environment, which was the foundation of Motown, just the creative imagination of Sherry's father, and it launched from there. And then my father, Robert Gordy Sr., worked for him in various capacities, engineering and mastering, and then eventually ran Joe Betts Music Publishing for over 30 years, But that's the whole, the legacy of the Gordy family and the entrepreneurial spirit, which Sherry is actually, like carrying the torch. Dad is almost like handing her the torch to continue this legacy of entertainment, discovering the new talent. Sherry's father just had that. He was a visionary. He had that laser vision. He could perceive talent like nobody else. He discovered some of the greatest talent, on the planet. And I'm so happy to be here in Las Vegas with Sherry because she has that entrepreneurial spirit. She has that dynamic, special talent of finding new talent. And we're finding some of the newest talent in Las Vegas, and we have one of the most exciting shows here in Las Vegas. I mean, Carrie will tell you more about it. Every time I see Carrie, I think she's, plugged into an electric socket. She's so excited about this show, and they've been doing it for going on 2 years.
Yeah. That sounds real good. Now, hey, Carrie, I want to ask you a question. Now, you plugged into the scene with Sherry Gordy, and now, what is the show about out there in Vegas?
Well, the show is about not just talent, but having talent that has the opportunity to expose themselves and showcase their talent. And one of the good things about it, we have the opportunity to do that all over the world because we also do a live stream every Thursday night. So, and a lot of the talent that we have had the opportunity of showcasing may not have been afforded the avenue or the channel to, showcase their talent.
Right.
So, and they are so excited when they come to our show.
Oh, wow. Okay. Now, is it just basically just music, or is it a variety of different talents?
It is a variety of different talent. I mean, we've had comedians come in. We've even had some musicians come in. We have musicians who come in and play. Again, we have singers. So it is a variety. It's a variety of talent.
Oh, wow.
We are multicultural. We have different nationalities. I mean, people come in from all over the world to showcase their talent there.
Oh, wow. Now, so y'all kind of do the show like, was it twice a week, or is it, is it just 1 week, one day?
Right now, it's once a week. It's every Thursday night.
Okay.
We're in the Fiesta in the Club Tequila showroom.
Okay. Now, that's on the Strip? Is that in downtown Las Vegas, or?
No, we're actually off of the Strip, but we're about maybe a good 15, 20 minutes away from the Strip.
Oh, okay. Wow. Okay. Right in the thick of things. Yeah. And
right.
I know, and I know, and you were talking too a little bit about where you came from and how much you plugged into the music business with the Gordys. Now, you were telling me that you've been doing this since you was like a little kid.
That is absolutely correct. I kind of started off in elementary school with the love of instruments, and it was kind of funny because my favorite instrument is the alto sax. And you must do all the horns before you could even get to an alto sax. So, and outside of singing in choirs and again singing with bands, and had the opportunity when I was in junior high school, the Ingram brothers, who are actually related to James Ingram and Barbara Ingram, who also performed with Philly International, gave me my first chance of singing with their band in junior high school, and I just knew I was going to be a star that day.
Oh, you were prophesying, huh?
Right.
Okay. And now, so you do sing then?
Oh yes. I sang many years. My passion was more so though working with entertainers. As you grow and you go through the music industry, you see a lot.
Right.
You experience a lot, and wanting other people to have the same opportunities that you had that may not have that chance. So I also was very instrumental in mentoring and managing and producing myself. So, yeah.
Wow, that's a wonderful thing. That is a wonderful thing that you're doing, and I'm really
Thank
happy that you're doing that. Now, Robert. Now you okay. Like I said, you with the Gordy family, and you know, what type of entertainers have you been around with? Because I know you've been there all your life.
Yeah, I would almost say my whole life, even as a kid. You know, my father being one of Sherry's dad's first artists. My father performed as Bob Kalei in the mid-'50s, and he had a couple of records that hit the charts that were produced by Jerry Gordy. So he was one of the first family members to get launched as a performer. But then after that, I mean, from a kid 3 or 4 years ago old, I remember meeting Jackie Wilson at my grandparents' house. You know, up and coming Smokey Robinson when he was still a teenager. You know, and so I was able to see it evolve from the ground floor from the beginning, even before the start. You know, it was a hotbed of creativity and imagination. But these were young kids. You know, Berry Gordy was in his late 20s, going into his early 30s. So these are young people who were excited. And so me being one of the younger kids coming up, we saw the excitement, but to see a young Smokey Robinson, Holland Dozier Holland, you know, some of the great A&R people, Mickey Stevenson and Harvey Fuqua. You know, Harvey Fuqua is married to my aunt Anna Gordy, and then Marvin Gaye married Gwen Gordy. So these people were family. We had picnics together, Christmas. We were all the way over their houses. We spent the night at their house. We saw them as regular people, you know. And, you know, it was so exciting to see this musical group of people come together and just be in their environment. You know, when they weren't recording, they were just regular people with their head down, you know. And they were still creative people, writing songs, singing, an impromptu writing session would go on. Me and my other little cousins probably be sitting at a little table with comic books or drawings, you know, and around us, Marvin Gaye, Harvey Fuqua, Berry Gordy, my father, you know, some of the Marvelettes, Smokey and the original Miracles would be coming up with ideas in the living room as we were having regular or, you know, every few weeks, you know, family dinners and things. And so the creativity was just unbelievable. And then for them to be able to put it on vinyl, you know, and, you know, get it out to the radio. It was the most exciting thing to know that your family, you hear something on the radio at 5, 6, 7 years old.
Right.
And know that you were there when these songs were being created in the living room or somewhere, you know, being banged out on an old piano or something. Wow. And I was just talking to some people the other day about being a kid at the first Motown review in Detroit, 1962.
Ooh, man,
you're
going back.
Backstage, and I was there watching all the great performers getting ready, and I wandered out into the audience just because I was so excited to see the hundreds of people coming into the Fox Theater in Detroit. I wandered out into the lobby to see more of the people. I was so excited, so I went outside to see the people outside in the line was snaking around the corner with the big marquee, the Motown review. And then I was trying to get back in, and the usher, the doorman, wouldn't let me in. He grabbed me and said, "Hey, kid, you can't come in." I said, "But I belong here. I belong here." And I was trying to tug away, and he's trying to pull me, getting ready to throw me out. And then a hand grabbed me on the shoulder, and I looked at the guy, and the guy looked at the guy that grabbed me. He said, "Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Mr. Gordy." I looked up. It was Sherry's father, Berry Gordy himself.
Oh, my goodness.
And he had grabbed me. He had seen what happened, and he happened to grab me. You know.
Yeah.
And I'm like 8 years old, and he just pulled me in. He didn't say a word. He just, you know, knew. I mean, hey, I was one of the little rowdy kids, you know, causing trouble at a young age. But there he was, you know, my protector, you know.
Yeah.
And that's what represents me to the Gordy family. They were protectors. They protected all their nieces and nephews and watched them grow. No matter whose house we go, you got out of line, you was getting a whooping from auntie or uncle or whoever. And so it was a strong unit. We came up, you know, with a mind of business and hard work. None of us is lazy, to the point of we know what this discipline is, and which has transformed into the music business. That's why I say Sherry's father, he cracked the whip.
Yeah.
He was very disciplinary, but the people and the fans are the benefit. This great music that you hear on the radio, which is timeless, was hard. This is through discipline of music and music theory. With Sherry's father, Barry, he implemented his focus and his vision to all of the great artists that you hear, from Smokey Robinson, Holland Dozier Holland, my own father, all the great ones, the Supremes. I mean, whenever we just saw Diana Ross back in April, and it felt like talking to one of my aunties, because I can feel the Gordy spirit coming through whenever she speaks, and she was talking about somebody, but I just felt like it was my Aunt Anna or my Aunt Gwen or my Aunt Esther right there.
Wow.
And when I hang out with Sherry, she is the vision of my Aunt Esther, my Aunt Anna, my Aunt Gwen, my mother. With such a great spirit of business, entrepreneurship, but loyalty, devotion, love. I mean, this is the thing. So I'm just proud and honored to be one of her cousins that actually are able to be there and watch her as she blossoms and grows into, she's becoming one of the top entertainment leaders in the business. She's taken over Las Vegas. She's got tremendous following there. People come out every week, hundreds of people, just because of their love for Sherry. And she is working to put together one of the greatest shows in Las Vegas. And you can feel the spirit. When you walk in the door, people come out and they say, there's no other show in Las Vegas like this.
Wow.
And like I said, she's put together a phenomenal team of people like Carrie Brown, Marilyn Mercer, Chris Bennings, Skip Rice, Dario Michelle. I mean, these are people that remind me of the original spirit of Motown that I remember from a child.
Oh, wow.
Being 5 or 6, going to the original Hitsville studios in Detroit and seeing that Barry Gordy put together an assemblage of a team of very professional men and women that came dressed in suit and tie every day. Women were dressed in business attire. They took care of the business end, the accounting, the bookkeeping, sales and marketing. These are the unsung heroes of Motown.
Yes.
Which actually you can see in all the genres of music today. All the other record companies, when they saw what Motown was doing with a shoestring budget, and were able to create multi-million-dollar hits, that's when the industry leaders started trying to pull a lot of the great talent from Motown, because they saw they were gowned and groomed and disciplined and prepared, and they went going on to great success. So now I'm sitting here with one of the next big music entrepreneurs in entertainment, Carrie Brown, and Sherry has molded these people as far as carry on the legacy of her father, inspired by Motown. So next time you come to Las Vegas, you've got to come to the Sherry Gordy Presents Take the Stage show at Fiesta Rancho in North Las Vegas.
Oh, wow.
We're doing it every Thursday, and as Carrie was telling you, we're getting ready to celebrate our second anniversary, August 6th. And we're so excited about that. And Carrie is right there helping put everything together for the show.
Yeah. That's right. Hey, thanks. I want to ask Carrie a question. Hey, Carrie.
Yes.
Yeah, you are in the midst of a great thing, and Robert, he's doing this thing there with you, whatnot now. And I'm thinking about coming down there, maybe audition for a singing part.
That would be so wonderful.
Oh yeah, because
come on down.
I could do a little hip hop. I don't know. You got a little hip hop down there?
Oh, not really, but we would make room for you to hip and hop and dance and have a wonderful time.
Oh, yeah, because Lyle Style can do his thing though. But Carrie, I mean, you are a fascinating woman. You really are, and to be down with Motown and grow up in the business industry and stuff. Now, tell me something. What would you tell people out there that kind of want to get into business? What type of things would you tell them to how to get started if they have a passion for what you're doing?
Well, one of the things, they have to stay dedicated to what they love. It's a passion. And I truly believe that a lot of times people don't follow their dreams because sometimes it's just not in their heart, and they let other people discourage them. So if they really know that is what they love to do, they have to stick with it and realize it is discipline, just like Robert Gordy stated, and it's love, but it's also hard work, and it just doesn't come easy.
Mm-hmm.
And when you really knuckle down and put your heart into it, eventually it will all manifest itself and be something wonderful.
Yes, yes.
And basically, those are some of the key things that I've learned over the years in this business.
Mm-hmm. And I know you have a spiritual life. I know the Lord is number one in your life, so that kind of motivates you too, I believe, when we talk to.
Oh, yes, of course, of course. One of the things, again, you're only as good as your leader, and I must say, on behalf of Miss Gordy, one of the things that I do love about her,
Mm-hmm.
we do put God first in everything that we do, and I
Amen.
truly believe that is one of the reasons why we are so successful today. And he has just given us, again, a vision, and we are allowing him to pioneer us in a direction that is a positive impact. And again, I have to go back to what Robert said, because it's not really for us, it's for the people.
Mm-hmm.
And they love the love of Motown.
Amen.
And one of the good things about Sherry Gordy Presents is inspired by Motown. So it's a beautiful thing.
Oh, it's definitely a beautiful thing. I grew up on Motown and all the singers and everything, and watching, you know, Motown reviews like on TV when they had the Jackson 5 on there. That was a big thing, you know, back in the day.
Oh, of course. And then, too, I had the opportunity of seeing one of the Supremes become a Supreme. I often tell people that because
Mm-hmm.
Cindy Birdsong's mother was my nanny or babysitter, as you want to say it, when I was a child. And Cindy would take me everywhere with her.
Oh,
And
wow.
as she was transforming into a Supreme, and I wanted to go to Motown with her so bad.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll never forget the day when she was actually leaving. She was all dressed because they had a show to do that night.
Mm-hmm.
And the yellow cab was rushing her off to the airport. And I remember standing behind that cab crying for Cindy to take me with her. And she turned around in the cab, and she's just blowing, you know, me kisses as she's going down the street.
Uh-huh.
And I had said then as a child, I'm going to Motown when I grow up.
Oh my! and look at this. And look what you're doing. You're not. I mean, you are Motown. You evolved in Motown. You've been in Motown for a long time. So God is. I mean, God is good. You know, your dreams have come to pass.
That is certainly true, because he certainly will allow your dreams to come into fruition. And you know, there are no words that could ever describe the impact that Motown has made on the whole world.
Mm-hmm.
It is just phenomenal. And I often wonder, is there ever going to be a word for such a great icon of music that has touched so many people's lives and hearts all over the world,
Mm-hmm.
as Berry Gordy has done? It is just phenomenal.
Yeah, yeah. I know it is a beautiful thing. I mean, and many people had come and gone through Motown and stuff. Now, we were talking a little bit too about Motown. That Berry Gordy, he retired, so someone else took over to the record company.
I'm going to let Robert, I guess, speak on that.
Okay, hey, Robert, do you know who's taking over the Motown music, the record company there in California?
Oh, okay, well, I know that Sherry's dad sold the record company around 1988, 89.
Okay.
To Universal. It passed around from Universal, MCA to
Mm-hmm.
Polygram, and then I think Universal bought Polygram, so they got Motown back.
Mm.
And so, you know, that's when they began to develop artists like Boyz II Men and India Arie.
Oh,
and,
wow.
You know, a lot of those great artists who came through Motown at that time. Before I even go, I wanted to find out, because Sherry has thousands of listeners all over the country,
Yeah.
all over the world,
Mm-hmm.
and I know she wants to post information on the show
Okay.
so her followers can hear or see the show. If Sherry wanted to put a link onto her accounts, how would she describe reaching Lifestyle show.
What we would do, I would put on my my YouTube page, my YouTube channel. What I have, we'll link that up. Afterwards, once I get it done, we get everything done and whatnot. Then I will give y'all a link. So I'm gonna send you a DVD of the show, copy of the show, both of y'all, so y'all can have that, because the show going to air again this Friday though. But I'll put it on my YouTube page, and I just give y'all a link and whatnot. Then they can go ahead and check the show out and link it, through there. They can see the show then.
Awesome, beautiful.
Yeah. So
definitely YouTube.
Yeah. Yep. Oh man, that's a wonderful thing. It really is. So.
Yeah, that YouTube, unbelievable. I love that YouTube.
I know, and YouTube people become stars. So I'm hoping that I want to say, I am so privileged to have both of y'all on the show. It means a lot to me that y'all doing the show, talking to me, because my dream is in doing my talk show and talking to people and become successful in doing what I'm doing. So it's just a blessing that y'all are doing this for me. So thank y'all a lot, really.
Oh, it was a pleasure. It was a pleasure. And that's one of the reasons Sherry and Carrie had me come on to do some of the interviews with them, because I'm always fascinated that I tell them that I was right there. Thank God for my father, Mr. Robert Gordy Sr., who took me a lot of times with him to the Hitsville Studios in Detroit as a child, whereas I was able to see all the great artists who are legendary icons now, to see them at the beginning when they just had a love and a joy of the excitement and the creativity of music. And this is what we try to portray to the young people today, who they come to us and they want to do hip-hop, they want to do rap and all of that. But we tell them the foundation is the same, whether you started in the 1950s or 2015. You've got to have the excitement and the joy and the desire, but then you have to have the foundation of the creativity, the song structure, the song composition. I'm a big fan of the new music today, whether it's 50 Cent or Jay-Z, Beyonce, Rihanna, Taylor Swift, Katy Perry. I'm excited about all the new music. We are not fans of the music disrespecting women, misogyny,
right.
Hate, any of the, disrespecting people. We want to bring people together. That was the original message of Motown, bringing people together, as Carrie was saying, black, white. Motown even had a country and western division, where they were doing things in country and western music. Motown had one of the original rock groups, Rare Earth.
Oh, yeah,
and I was privileged to be there about 14, 15 years old when they launched Rare Earth, a big rock group, and went on to international success. So we've been in all types of genres of music, from Frank Sinatra style. We had a lot of the great Broadway actors and actresses, from Barbara McNair to Diane Carroll, on Motown. Tony Martin was a big Italian artist who was on Motown. We had Soupy Sales, which my father produced his album. So we were strong in TV. Frank Sinatra was a big fan of Motown. Wow. And so we're carrying this legacy on today. We're doing all kind of big band music, Broadway, rock bands. Anybody can come to Sherry Gordy's stage, and we're looking to launch the new superstars of the future. She's taken over. She's got tremendous support from the Las Vegas community. All the great artists who have their own shows in Las Vegas are coming to her show and paying homage to her and her father for the great legacy that we've laid. But we're trying to reach out to the younger community as far as songwriters, musicians, producers, singers, and say you can have a home here at the Sherry Gordy Presents, Take the Stage. She's going in all kind of directions, record producing herself.
Oh, wow, that's wonderful.
Television production.
Yeah.
So, I tell her she'll be the next Merv Griffin of the entertainment industry.
Oh, yeah, she probably will. She probably will, Robert. So, but my producer tell me to wrap things up, and I want to say, hey, thank you, Robert. Hey, Carrie.
Yes, Lyle. time.
Thank you, young lady. You are a beautiful woman. I see your
very
picture up
much.
here, and you are gorgeous.
Oh, thank you.
You know, you really are. So I want to say thank y'all both for doing this interview with me. I appreciate it. Hey, believe me, I'm gonna give y'all a call in tonight so I can get the details about air, just so I can send you the DVD and then get the show on the YouTube, so I can get you a link so your followers and viewers can watch the interview and whatnot and have some fun.
Thank you so much, and all of your viewers, if you are coming to Las Vegas, please come every Thursday. Fiesta Rancho Hotel Casino Club Tequila in North Las Vegas. It's not difficult to find. We're there every Thursday from 8 to midnight. What a great show. A lot of people will be paying $25 to $50 for this show.
Okay.
Sherry is keeping her prices really low for the community.
Okay.
And it's tremendously exciting. We got some big shows coming on. And also, Carrie has the link to the live address on the internet that if they can, just type in live streamers or go to Sherry Gordy Presents page on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
My Facebook page, Robert Gordy Jr., and Carrie Brown is on Facebook.
Okay.
Sherry Renee. So we have a lot of links, but we're going national, international with Tony Saka. He's producing a great TV show that we've had about 3 or 4 broadcasts in the last 4 or 5 months.
Oh, good,
And
good.
we're getting rave reviews on that, so we can put a link on your page as far as finding all this great information also.
We'll definitely
Thank
get
you
that.
so much.
Yeah, thank you,
Thank you so much.
Hey, Robert, thank you, and Carrie, thank you. Hey, I'm gonna give you a call later on tonight, Carrie.
Awesome. Okay.
Okay.
Lyle.
So
And
yeah, thank you for doing the show.
Very much.
Yeah, thank you, and I want y'all to come back on the show. We could do Skype.
Okay.
We will.
Okay.
We will.
Okay.
Very good.
Yeah, very
I have
good.
to get,
Yeah.
I
So
have to get my
The
hair
next time we come back on the show, though, we will be bringing on Sherry Gordy with us.
okay, good. That's what I'm talking about. I love it. So.
And she certainly sends her love to each and every one of you.
Well, thank you, and right back at you. You're a beautiful person, and I wish y'all the best. I know y'all gonna be successful in what y'all doing. So I'll keep in touch. I'll give you a call tonight, and we'll set things up with that. Okay?
Awesome. Thank you so very much, Lyle.
Okay, thank you. And we'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Goodbye. Wow. Okay. I have run out of time, but it was a beautiful show, a beautiful thing. You heard with Robert Gordy what he's doing. You heard with Carrie Brown, the executive assistant to Sherry Gordy. They're doing a good thing. Motown music is live and well. So I want everybody to keep following their dreams, keep doing what they're doing, keep watching the Lyle Style Show. You never know who might I be calling next time. So until then, keep styling and profiling. I'll talk to you later. Bye.